Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eve. This is Everyday Artist and welcome. And this is Rogue. Say hi. And she has taken to wanting to sit behind me on top of one of the cushions that are on the couch. If I'm leaning against a cushion, she jumps on top of the cushion behind me, and then her little face comes over here. It's fun. Some of the stuff she does is not as fun. As I've mentioned, we're in the process of trying to sell our house, so there was a viewing that was taking place yesterday, and we need to get the animals out of the house, get it ready and then get the animals out. So my dog has a metal leash because she bites through cloth, and I almost lost her one day because she bit almost all the way through before I realized. I'm like, oh no. So if you get that leash wrapped around you, it hurts. But like your hand or whatever, she's trying to jump out of the car. So for the first time ever, she wrapped herself completely around my legs while I was trying to walk. I think it sprained my knee. And she's looking at me like, I didn't mean to. She was very excited because my sister had her door open and she was trying to help get the cats out. And, of course it wasn't helping. It was, it was hindering. So, yeah. The joys of pet ownership. Anyway. I started laughing anyway. But now it's like, I'm fine if I'm already up and walking. I'm fine if I'm already sitting most of the time. But the act of doing one or the other is very painful. But it's just a sprain or something. It'll feel better. Tylenol, by the way, does not help it at all. And the ice that I put on it didn't help it either. I miss the days when I could take ibuprofen. Okay, so I have a finish. Here is the picture. I don't know what I did with the paper copy. It's in one of my bags, and I don't know which one. This is Corgi and Snow by Maria Bravko. Cute Patterns by Maria. I believe this was a free pattern at one point. I get notices from her stuff all the time, and if I get a thing that says she has a free pattern, I always go look. I've purchased some of her patterns. I love her patterns, and Cute Patterns by Maria is an absolute perfect name for her patterns. I almost had this finished a few days ago, but this has a tiny bit of back stitching right there for the fur, and that is the only place that color is used. And so it wasn't in my bag. I had to go get it out of something else, and I just was too tired. What with showings and all that, I was just like, I'm exhausted. Sorry, the dog is like trying to get behind me again. Okay, now, this was one of my WhipGo calls from this month, and today is the 16th, so theoretically I should start working on the other one. But I spent so much time working on that one, and also there were days when I just didn't. I might work on it another day, but I really, really want to finish the I can't remember the name of it. It's a lantern. You'll see it next week. I have it here with me, but you'll see it next week. I think it's called Christmas Land, and it's Twin Peak Primitives pattern. But this is how far I've gotten. So I worked on this one first. Now, these bugs aren't finished. They need legs. All of the stuff like that is back stitching, and I just didn't feel like doing it, so I didn't. But I had done this one, and then I measured wrong. I counted wrong, and I had to take everything out and redo it, and I did. And then while I was working on this one, I realized that one of the colors I had in here was the wrong color. There used to be a show called Hee Haw. I don't know, you'd have to be as old as me to remember. And they did like little skit songs, and one of them was where they would start the song, gloom, despair, agony on me, or something. But part of the song says, if it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. If I could count, I would have had this far, far more done. And then also, you know, I don't know how I got the wrong thread. Not even close in number. The symbol doesn't even look the same. I don't know. But it's all fixed, and I am starting on a flower over here. And I think it's one of these flowers. I didn't show you this, did I? Yeah, it's a daffodil. This is, no, it's this pink flower here. Because this was closer than this one. Now, if I already had the back stitching in, it would have been close, but I said, I'll do this one because I don't have to count so far. So it's a different pink flower than that pink flower. These two pink flowers are the same. These are 3 daffodils, and this is yet a different flower. But I love the way it's coming out. I love the fabric choice I have for it, which is 28 count even weave that I dyed myself. And I think if I ever get it done, it would be absolutely stunning. Now, I had a thought. Not because I want to finish it sooner, just because. They make round frames and round canvases, and I mean round, yeah. And I'm like, maybe I should frame them round. I think all of them have a round picture in them. It's not that I don't like the frame. That's what makes it Art Deco. I like the frames too. But I don't know. When I was working on it yesterday, I was like, you know, it looks good just like this. It'll look good with the frame. But, yeah, the bag slipped down too far for me to grab those pictures and show you again. But I may do that. I don't know. I'll have to look at all of them and decide if a round frame would work, and then I have to look to see if I can find a round frame. Or to finish it somehow round. I don't know. Anyway, thoughts? Okay, and then the only other things I have are my temperature charts. And I almost had another finish, and then I just said no. So this color right here is heavily used in my turtles. And I'm afraid to go ahead and do this because I haven't picked up another skein of it. But I'm working on these. And I have reached the other side, so I just have to finish these two flowers and then the bottom frame, and I'll be done. And like I said, I've just been working on this on Fridays. Now, this past Friday, I didn't want to put it down, but I needed to get, my turtles going. And I said, you've been working on this long, and you don't need to rush finishing it. Now, I did make a counting error, and I thought about, it's just moving, let me see. This icon right here should be one stitch further this way, but I decided I didn't care, that it was fine. I wasn't going to go back and redo it because it's like, I don't know, 4 colors or something. 3 colors, 2 colors, I don't know. I just was like, nah, it'll work out, it's fine. So I have just those darker purples. There's some more light purples in these, but I'm almost done with that part. I'm really excited. And I would have gone to Hobby Lobby today. My sister wanted to go look for a thread, and there's not just that thread, another thread that I wanted, and I was just like, there is no way I can walk that far in Hobby Lobby with my knee feeling like it does. So I said no. Now, Michael's have those motorized carts that you can drive around on. They've got a couple of those, and so I might have to go to Michael's to look for the thread. Yeah, my temperature turtles. I just realized I never explained why it's so late. One thing and another, and I had to go, I didn't do it this morning. I'm like, I should get up and do it. And then my son wanted me to do something for him. And then it was time for me to go to an appointment. And then my sister and I wanted to go get our haircuts. And that is the way it's been. It's like one thing after another after another. And I just was like, I'll just have to do it later. And then I almost forgot. So, sorry. Stitchin' Mommy's temperature turtles. And I have to say, I'm really liking the way this looks, except for the fact that my turtles have all been red. You would think that September's turtle would be not as red. So it started getting hot at the end of May. Here's June. Here's July. August. I was asked at my appointment today what season it was. And I said fall. And I said, well, everywhere else it's fall. Here it's still summer. So that's what it was like until up till Saturday. Now, when I walked out of my doctor's office, it was like being in a convection oven. It was just this hot air. breezes coming on you. But then I looked up at the sky and I said, it looks like we might actually get rain. There's been predictions of rain off and on, and we haven't really gotten any. But I was really excited because it's going to cool off. And so I looked at the temperature, and I think it was only 97 today. Now, I know it sounds strange to say only 97, but last week the temperature was between 105 and 110 all week. So 97 is an improvement. And I'm sad that it's a little too cold for getting in the pool and all that. But honestly, my leg won't let me get in the pool, so it'll just have to be like that. I don't want to. Getting down in the pool is not a problem. It's getting back out. So I might have to see if I can find a therapy pool somewhere so I can swim all winter. Anyway, that's everything. I hope you guys are having a great fall. The changing of the colors. We used to go up into the mountains of New Mexico to look at the aspens and the colors, and God's beauty on display. And in a way, I like the changing seasons, just the edge of the changing seasons, how different everything looks when it's changing, in the process of changing. Winter to spring, when you start seeing flowers popping up, but summer to fall, when you see all the changing colors of the leaves. And it reminds me of what an artist God is. Because there's no reason to have that be so beautiful, and it is. Trees with no leaves, with snow on the ground, beautiful. Ice. Yeah, I don't like being in the snow, but I really like the way it looks. So, anyway, I digress. You guys, and I have been neglecting to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. I have a small channel, but I have loyal viewers, and I have a lot of people that, may not comment, may not say anything, but they view anyway, and I really appreciate every single one of you. So, have a good week. Happy stitching. Hopefully you're doing better at your stitching than I am. Thanks. Bye.